right.
So, Spencer, how would you kind of summarize your first start here in the NFL?
Yeah, I thought the first half was really good for all of us. I think we came out, we were sloppy as a group throughout the whole second half. Couldn't really get anything going, shot ourselves in the foot a few times, made a few mistakes. Starting with myself, got to play better in that second half. But, we fought, we battled, and, we'll learn and get better from it.
Did you feel that Tampa adjusted in some way in the second half that created some issues, or was it just kind of, you mentioned sloppy play, was it just kind of execution?
Yeah, they played more man defense, heated us up a little more, had wider ends because we ran a lot of keepers, a lot of boot outs. So, they definitely had a, good play in that second half. But again, it came down to execution, what we could have done better, what I could have done better, and what we could have done better as an offense. We had the defense on the field a lot, put them in a tough spot. So, we just got to convert and play better.
Did you feel enough good in your personal performance to give you some, optimism going forward that you can fix the other stuff?
I don't want to talk about myself. You know what I mean? I was, as a group, I was happy with what we did that first half, scoring 27 in the first half. Obviously, defense put us in great positions, could have scored more as well, settled for a few field goals. But, something that I didn't do was toward the end of the game, I didn't want to have a turnover this game. We ended up having to. So I got to be better in that area. But, I'm going to watch the tape tomorrow as a group, as a position group, and get better from it.
Have you gotten a chance to look at the first interception yet?
Yeah, it was man coverage. Actually alerted to it, had Shaheed, just underthrew it a little bit. 27 made a good play.
Spencer, how about your touchdown pass to Bud Means? It seems like you two really connect.
Yeah, no, I was definitely happy with, how Bub was playing. Was kind of quiet throughout the year so far, throughout these first 4 or 5 games. And, he's been grinding in practice, and we've been talking about when your time comes, make those plays. And, I was happy for him. I think he was one of our, leading receivers, and he made some big-time plays. So, we all just got to play better as a group.
How difficult was it to lose Olave so early?
It's tough, but he'll tell you himself, next man up mentality. It's unfortunate to see your top guy go down, really early in the game. So, I hope it's a speedy recovery. I hope he's back fully healthy, but, it's tough because we wanted to really get him involved this game.
When you talk about Tampa heating you up, I'm assuming that means just some of the pressures they were bringing in the second half.
Yeah, I caused a few of those sacks, you know what I mean? O-line, I thought, fought their butts off all day, played really well. Thought we did some good stuff to help them up front, but, just continuing to work that pocket, get the ball out, and, got to give credit to that defense. They played well in that second half.
You talked about the kind of the boots and some of the rollout. I mean, was that part of the plan? Did you feel comfortable in that type of approach?
Yeah, I mean, it worked really well in that first half. We were pinning those edges and really getting them on those fakes, and that gives you a lot of space, takes some pressure off your O-line, definitely early in the game, and stuff was coming open. I thought the tight ends did an amazing job of feeling that space in that zone that they were playing in that first half and making plays off it in that keeper game. So, we just marry that up with the run game, get that going, and, we'll be better. Got to get back to the drawing board and get to work.
What were your emotions like today? I mean, your first start, I know it's tough to talk about now right after the game, but I mean, your first start as an NFL player.
Yeah, felt very calm. Felt, it was fun. It was fun to be out there. Felt really good. And, definitely have a lot of stuff to clean up. First start, I'm going to be better.
Spencer, when you went to Oklahoma, did you ever get to meet Baker Mayfield?
Yep. Yeah, I was telling the story, when I was getting recruited there, I remember sitting in the coach's office talking with Baker. So it's cool to see him after the game. Showed a lot of love. I respect him, all the adversity he went through. Thought he fought today, till the end, and did what he had to do to win.
What did he say to you afterwards? Could you share?
Yeah, I'll keep it between us.
You hear a lot about, the speed of the games. I mean, did it feel fast out there? Did it not feel what you thought?
No, football is football at the end of the day. Obviously these guys are. Every week you're going to play the best guys in the world. We got to execute. We can't shoot ourselves in the foot. I got to be better. We got to be better.
After a loss like that, what's the post-game locker room like? What's kind of the vibe in the team right now?
It's not a good vibe. You're not happy when you win. But can't hang our heads. We just got to keep chopping. You know what I mean? We got to keep chopping. You can't quit. So, That's one thing we won't do.
Saw a couple of plays that safety would bite up as soon as you rolled out during the bootleg. Is that something that y'all saw on tape during the week?
I mean, they were just reacting how they reacted. We just read our play, read our reads, and there was a lot of good stuff in the boot game for sure.
What was Derek Carr like for you today?
Amazing. Just really talking to me throughout the game, being positive. Just saying, hey, go out there and rip it. You know what I mean? You guys know how he is, very positive, and it was good to have him down there just to talk with throughout the game. Him and Jake both.
I was going to ask a little bit about Jake because I said you were kind of right in between those two guys. Like, what kind of a role did Jake play for you today?
Yeah, he's very involved and always stays, paying attention throughout the game, and you got to respect that. Very smart guy, and he's just, hey, we didn't talk too much throughout the game. I was talking to Derek most of the time, Coach Janoko, but Jake always has great input, very smart player.
I know one of the big connections between you and Juwan ended up getting erased because of penalty, but he seems like somebody you were very comfortable going to throughout the game. What is it about him that gave you that comfort?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that was a great route he ran. It was man coverage. He slipped that linebacker. That was a huge play for us, and we shot ourselves in the foot on that one. I think it was illegal formation, so, we all got to be on the same page. But he's him and Foster both, good security blankets to have out there. Two good weapons that can make plays on all levels of the field.
So out of curiosity, if you get to keep the first touchdown ball, is that yours or Bub's?
It was in my locker, so I didn't make that decision. But I'm sure Bub will have one too.
I think I read where your first game in high school didn't go the best as a start. Is that?
It probably went worse than this, for sure. But,
I mean, you have to find some encouragement to go forward, confidence.
Yeah, I mean, I think you see a lot of guys in their first start. I'm not going to hang my head. I'm proud of what I did, what we did as a group, battling-wise. We just got to clean up. That's all it is. We got to clean up, go through our reads, and just keep chopping wood. You can't hang your head after a tough loss like that. We all got to be better. Starts with myself.
How challenging is the negotiation when you're on the move between keeping your eyes downfield to see what potentially opens up, but also being aware of the pursuit around you?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to have feel. I think one thing that was positive is we didn't, other than the second play of the game, when I tried to throw a bubble too quick and dropped it, we didn't have any fumbles in the pocket. That was a goal, 2 hands on the ball at all times. Thought we escaped the pocket, well at times, and sometimes, they get to you. You always want to keep your eyes down that field and try to find your guys, but, sometimes that's just how the ball rolls.
Could you feel the crowd's emotion when you got introduced?
Yeah, I mean, it was cool. I've been a part of that a few times here, getting to watch the guys run out. It's an awesome feeling.
What's, you took a lot of blame for things today. Like, what's the biggest area, just without watching film, that you want to improve on from today to Thursday?
Just protect the ball. Don't underthrow it to let the guy make a play on it, and then see the dropper on an out route. Those 2 mistakes. That's what I want to get better at. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.